What's up 1KB gang? Today we're back here on our block project. Yesterday we finished to install all of our block. As you see here, we finished the block installation process. Today we're going to install some anchor bolts, and we're also going to fill all the top row of the block, and we're going to do a bit of porridging, and afterwards we're going to jump on to waterproofing. So yeah, that's what's coming up in today's video. With no further ado, let's dive right into it. So as you can see, this is the outside of here we have a window right here. We do our rebar every 2 to 3 courses into the existing wall as we go up on both sides of our footing, of our foundation. Later on we have to remove this wall here, also remove this wall to make it open. We're going to extend, there's a washroom in there, we're going to extend it out in here, and we're going to add a second washroom right over in this one here. I want to fill the block holes with some pieces of block. We're going to put one in here. We're going to fill there with mortar. And we're also going to have one in the center here. Fill that pocket. Just mix up my mortar here, make it a little bit stiff. We're going to go through and fill all the holes that we're going to put our anchor bolt in. Usually when you're installing your anchor bolt, you want to have one on either end. So you want to have one at this end, one at the far end. Maybe I should have one here and one there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I probably should have one over in here and one over in here instead of in the corner. Alright, so we finished to fill our pockets now. Now we need to run our anchor bolt. For your plate, I'm going to use a double plate here. You need a 2x6, that's required by code. So we're going to measure 6 inches on the outer side of your block. You can go with 5.5, that's the height of the 6 inches. So I'll go 3 inches would be the center of the 6 inches. That's where we need to put our anchor bolt. So I mark here 3 inches. I'm going to go mark 3 inches at the other end. Now I'm going to get a cord line or a string line. Hook it onto my line block. Hook one end down here right where I have the 3 inches. And now we're going to bring this other end all the way down to the mark where I have the other 3 inches. So just going all the way over here with this one. The more line up you get your anchor bolts, is the easier it is for you to install your plate. So I'm the one who will be doing all that. So I want to make sure, and you want to do the same, that all your anchor bolts is in line with each other. In order to get all of them in line with each other, you need to do it the way I'm doing it here. So I'm just setting up my line here, have it right here on the 3 inches. Go back over here, make sure that it's on the 3 inches as well over this side. To go over a little bit more. Alright, so now we need to start to install our anchor bolt. These are my anchor bolts that I will be installing here. These are some 10 inches anchor bolts. There's a few ways to do it. You can get some scrap piece of wood. Here I have 2 pieces of wood. You want to have your anchor bolt right in the center of, ideally in the hole, and you want to shove it all the way down. The board that you're going to use here is going to be 2x6. There's a threading on top of your anchor bolt. If you zoom in it, you see the threading here. You want to bring this all the way down to right where the threading is. So ideally you want to get it around there. Beautiful. You can just go ahead and get your level afterwards. I'll show you. I do one now for you so that way you understand. So you want to remove your washer, put it in a separate bags. Now you can go ahead and plumb this bad boy up. Make sure you plumb it on the 2 sides, one this side, one the other side. Now it's telling me that the bottom need to go in. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's it for this one. Alright, so I remove the nuts and the washer. I'm just gonna go right in the middle of the hole. You wanna go down right until you reach to the threading. So you see right here, it's not where the threading is. You wanna bring it all the way down so you can tighten it up later on. So we're gonna keep going down until we reach the threading. Show that you kind of compact it so that way it's nice and sturdy. Right there is good. Now if you was using one plate here, you would want to bring it down one plate, bring it right down to the bottom of the plate. But we're using a double plate here because I want to work up with the level of where my foundation fall. 2 plates would bring me right up to the bottom of the existing joist. So that's what I plan to do. You can either cut your block, cut a 3 inches piece of block, or I should say 1.5 inch piece of block, or you can double up your plate and reach right up to the bottom of your joist. So that's what we're gonna do here. That's the reason why I'm doing it this way. But in most cases, you're probably only gonna need to bring it down, use 1 plate here. That's what required by code. At least for the bottom plate here. The top plate gonna be a double plate by code, but yeah. So we're just gonna bring this one up like that. Make sure that it's right into our line because we're trying to get everything nice and straight and plumb. So that one installed. We're gonna put another one over there right now. Beautiful. Now the way you want to place your bolt, ideally you want to have one at either end. So as you notice here, we have a window here. I have 1 bolt at the edge of this window, or I should say at the end of this window, and I have 1 bolt at this other end. And for the corner here, I don't put one only in this corner. I put 1 here and I put 1 over here, so that this piece of plate here that's gonna go here have a bolt to support this end and also have a bolt to support the other end down there. Over here we have 1 bolt here, we have 1 at the end, and we have 1 in the middle there just to help to support because that's a longer piece of wall. So that's basically how you place your bolt. You always want to have 1 at the end, and if it's a longer wall you want to have 1 usually in the middle. Usually I like to place my bolt between 32 inches apart to 3 feet apart. It depends. You can, it depends on the size of the wall, but somewhere there should be good. Moving on, we're gonna install another one here. This is gonna be the last one, and then we're gonna, close the video until we're ready for parging. Because I just want to make sure you get the idea of what we're trying to do here. Bring her down. So we have some block inside. That's what we usually use to fill the hole. Some people use cement bag. I find the block is more better because the block kind of help to stabilize the mortar, make it more sturdier. Yeah. So as you see here, I'm just compacting down at the bottom there, make sure that she's nice and sturdy. You know, you might wonder why I use the word nice. I use it a lot. So it's my way of describing nice things. Beautiful. Alright, when you finish, you should have something looking like this. Afterwards, we're gonna do our parging, because it doesn't seem like we have enough mortar here. If we have any leftover mortar, we're gonna fill those whole. You want to make sure you fill those ones solid. But yeah, that's basically how it should look. All these ones are lined up with each other. As you see, they're straight in line with each other. These ones are straight in line, go all the way down. And then over here we have some more over here. Yeah.